Bar the gates of the city sees every ship in the harbour. No one leaves the capital!
And then Sansa literally just walks out of the city. She was walking quite quickly. Guess she didn't account for that, Tywin. Sansa's finally left King's Landing, and it's been 4 seasons now, so I thought that was quite exciting. She gets on the boat, and then Littlefinger says to her,
"What did I once tell you about the capital?
Rule lies here."
Then within about 10 seconds, he says to her,
You're safe with me."
we see Littlefinger smash the necklace and say that he had it made. I'm sure you've seen the clips of Olenna picking the gems off of Sansa's necklace while she's touching her inappropriately. So I think it's pretty safe to say that it was Olenna working with Littlefinger at this point. He arranged Ser Nontos, he arranged the necklace. Olenna, I don't know, was there to oversee everything. The one thing I don't understand about that is why she needed Sansa to smuggle in the necklace. Surely if it's the size of a gem, she could just keep it on her. It's not like they're like metal detectors or anything. Unless she wanted to frame Sansa. And I think that's likely, because with Sansa marrying Tyrion, the Lannisters would have got the North, and Highgarden would not be happy with that. So now Littlefinger is marrying Lysa Arryn, he has Sansa, and Arya Stark is being delivered to him, so he basically has the East and the North. I did not see that coming. And then we go to Tywin, and he is just sculpting Tommen to be whatever king that he wants him to be. And then he starts giving him the sex talk right next to his brother's corpse.
Does anyone explain the detail to you?
Is this the time? And then, is this really the time? There is some debate as to whether Jaime is actually raping Cersei, because I know in the books it's kind of rapey, but she starts to enjoy it towards the end, and it's not really as far as he went in the TV show. I'm pretty sure that this is the end of their relationship, which is a shame because it had such a great beginning. And then we have Arya and the Hound, and I just find them so dull, because we just had a season of the Hound taking her to her mum, and now it's like, oh no, they're dead, and now are we going to have another season of him taking her to Lysa Arryn? Like, he's going to get there, and their throats are going to be slit, and he's going to go, oops, take you to the wall now. I actually feel like the Hound's holding her back. I feel like if Arya was by herself, she might work on something. Like, go to Braavos, do some fun things, don't, like, have soup with this farmer and her daughter. And then he just steals everything from the farmer. Well, not everything.
Chickens.
I found Pod and Tyrion's goodbye really sad. I actually found it sadder than Shae and Tyrion's goodbye, which is never a good sign. I think it's because with Shae, it was just the same thing over and over again. It was Tyrion telling her that, you're going to die if you stay here, and her saying, you are mine and I am yours. Is that Shae's accent? But no, I really like Pod here, which means he's going to die soon. I'm pretty scared for Tyrion, just because this is the exact position I was in season 1, and I was like, oh yeah, of course Ned's gonna escape. Like, it looks bad now. The only thing Tyrion does have on his side right now is Jaime. And even Jaime, he either has to upset Cersei or kill Tyrion.
Potatoes!
Famous last words. I don't know why, but I'm just really, really bored of the Wall and the Wildlings. Like, if we see a war there, I just wouldn't care who won at all. The entire Sam and Gilly scene, all I was thinking was the most interesting thing that could happen right now is they both die. And even then, I wouldn't really care. It's such a stupid relationship because, like, she's the first girl that he's come across, and he's the first guy that she's come across that wasn't her dad.
There's 100 men lying awake at night picturing you.
And what about you?
Nobody pictures me. At the Wall, they're just like, oh my god, we left those guys behind, we have to go stop them because they're going to say how many people are at Castle Black. It's literally the dullest thing that I've ever seen. I think it's because they're so clearly not going to win, and then they're occupying themselves with these menial tasks as well. Like, it doesn't really matter if the Wildlings know how many people are there. Like, it doesn't change how many people are actually there. Then Davos starts writing a letter to the Iron Bank of Braavos, and he's really excited. Is he applying for a loan? I don't really understand what his plan is. I did like Daenerys' bit this episode.
You're my most trusted advisor, my most valued general, and my dear friend.
At first I was really excited because I thought she was going to send one of her dragons as her champion. She goes to each person and says,
I will not gamble with your life.
I really thought she was going to bring each Unsullied forward and say, you have nice arms.
I will not gamble with your life.
I don't know, something about your hair?
I will not gamble with your life.
And then she shoots these barrels against the walls, and at first I was like, oh my god. And then, like, they were made of wood and they just, like, broke. But no, they had the slave collars in them, which I guess was clever. A lot of people didn't like this episode. When I was watching it, I had a good time, but now that I look back on it, I can see why. Like, not much does happen, but it is the episode just after Joffrey's death, and they're not going to throw another death in there. Although I wouldn't be surprised. I have heard, after talking to some book readers, again, no spoilers, but that this season is very key to the plot changes of Game of Thrones. And the director, Alex Graves, said that there's a battle coming up that is so VFX heavy and so complex that's not going to be finished until just before it airs, which I hope can only mean dragons. I give this episode a 6 out of 10. It was good, it wasn't great.